either, but we're gonna try our best.
I should read it like that guy. I don't know which one it is, but he's like, my ex-wife had several weird experiences.
I hate that guy. Like, no.
I'm at work one day and she calls me out of the blue.
What's up, guys? Oh, we should have did that at the same time.
Oh, jeez.
3, 2, 1.
What's poppin'?
Oh, come on. You can't just switch it up on me like that. We're back again with another freaking video. This video, I sound like one of those typical YouTubers.
We're back again with another
freaking video. Okay.
So, as y'all know, it's October, and that means it's Halloween.
Exactly. And during Halloween, just the month of October in general, I love to watch horror movies or just rewatch my favorite horror movies and listen to creepy stories on YouTube.
Yeah.
Favorite things to do. This one is a scary, true scary stories that we got from Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
And Reddit, you find the best stories, and I love listening to Reddit stories, so we're gonna read some stories for you.
Also, disclaimer, I'm sick, so I'm gonna try my best not to cough. We're gonna do our best to read it in a creepy voice.
Mm-hmm. Don't make fun of us.
I don't know how it's gonna go for me because I don't have a creepy voice.
We're just gonna try our best.
Try our best. You try your best, but you don't succeed. Did you watch there's somebody who reanimates the stories and shows them in cartoon form?
Yeah, I think like I've seen a couple of them for sure. Some of them people just did like remade videos from Mr. Nightmare, so they'd have his voice.
Yeah.
And then have like.
That is. I love those.
I love those too. All right, are you guys ready for this story? I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I have had several dreams. Okay, I'm just gonna read it normal. Okay. I've had several dreams similar to what I'm posting. I've been a caver in Florida for about 13 years. Why am I? I'm just dying. I've been a caver. Oh my god, why am I? We're not reading this. This story, yeah, it's crazy. My wife and I stayed at a nice hotel in downtown Pittsburgh. It was where I asked her to marry me after a lavish meal. I picked the room because it came with a huge Japanese soaking tub that me, a 6'1" man, could barely see over the edge of. The first night we stayed there, we were sleeping in the single king bed. I believe the alarm clock said it was 2 or 3 a.m. To my left, and just a few feet from me, I heard the sound of what seemed like a pencil slowly rolling down a sloped surface. It was so deliberate and loud that it woke us both up. It was also so deliberate, while my heart thumped in my chest from the sudden noise.
Sorry.
It was so deliberate and loud that it woke us both up. It was so deliberate, that while my heart thumped in my chest from the sudden noise, I quickly convinced myself that it was a pencil sliding off the desk in our room, and I went back to sleep. The next morning, to my surprise, I found that A, there were no pencils in the room, and B, there was no desk. Oh shit.
Jeez.
It was my first night in the room, so I assumed that it, like other hotels, had a place to sit and write. Well, that was not the case. The only thing that I could find to write with were ballpoint pens with their caps on. They wouldn't make that distinctive, loud noise that a rigid wooden pencil makes when it rolls. The story's gonna get good, I promise. This is not just about a pencil, okay?
Right? I'm like, oh my gosh, get over the pencil.
Furthermore, there was no sloped surfaces in the room for anything to suddenly roll off in the middle of the night/morning. The whole thing was weird enough for us to talk about it that morning. I do not believe in ghosts, but to be honest, I'd love to encounter something unexplained. I entertained the idea of a ghost pencil, but knew in my head it had an explanation grounded in reality. But that's not all that happened. That night, we were both in the soaking tub. The water was up to my chin. It was great. We were in the middle of February, a cold and miserable month in Pittsburgh, We were sloshing around in the tub, having a blast, pretending we were rich. And then, from the other room, we heard the buzzing of an old microphone hooked up to the PA system. Basically, that sound of a feedback that precedes an announcement. The whole room filled with the buzzing sound of a microphone feedback. Our hearts thumped in our chests yet again, and then we practically both jumped out of our skins. We heard the distinctive sound of someone blowing into a microphone to test it. You could see it in your head, it was so distinctive, just like the pencil. My heart went from thumping wildly to thrumming like a hummingbird's. Naked. Wait, what? Wait, try that again. My heart went from thumping wildly to thrumming like a hummingbird's. Naked, I leapt from the tub and threw a towel over myself. That was a man blowing into a microphone, I said. My wife stayed in the tub, scared and quiet. I searched our room and did not find a speaker or any kind of speaker grill embedded in the wall or the ceiling. We could not for the life of us find potential source of the sound other than an iHome speaker that was already playing music from my iPhone. So that was our story. We still had one more night. We were exhilarated by our engagement in the ghost that haunted the hotel. A week later, I had the thought to email the hotel. I asked them about their building. Pittsburgh is an old town, and downtown Pittsburgh is a very, very old town. They got back to me and explained, as my jaw dropped, that they used to be an old telephone factory. Ding, ding, ding! And that's the story. It's not super creepy, but it's still creepy. Would you ever stay in a haunted hotel? Like, that shit's terrifying as hell. Like,
I would be scared and probably cry the whole time.
Yeah.
But I would totally do it.
I don't think I can. Like, absolutely not.
I'm staying in that hotel, bringing my Bible, shedding a few tears, praying to the Lord, and shedding a few more tears.
I, however, will not stay in any haunted hotels. Thank you.
Alrighty then.
Alright.
So my story is called Black Orb. After watching some anime back in 2012, I turned off the TV and started to fall asleep. Sometimes I can't sleep on one side, so I flipped onto, I believe, my right and looked at the wall. There was a black orb just there. I couldn't tell if it was the wall or if it was floating, but I knew it was clearly visible. I figured it was my eyes adjusted to the light, so I flipped back around, and after about 10 minutes, I looked to see if it was still there, and it was, but I kind of just disregarded it. As soon as I turned around, I heard a whisper in my ear, threatening to kill me. From that day, my room was full of whispers, no matter the time. It would be multiple voices just whispering. I could never make out anything they were saying. The weird part is that it was only in my room, nowhere else. I was put on medication even though I explained I could sleep anywhere else with no problem, and I heard it in my room. I don't really remember when it stopped, but I haven't heard anything since.
Damn. That's interesting. So if that's true, what do you think it is?
I just like ghosts probably like just messing with them.
You think it's a ghost? Like whispering?
It could be a dark energy still, because he said
right,
orb.
Right.
So.
I think, I don't know why I said right.
Like, yes.
Yes.
We're detectives, if you didn't know.
No, I think it could be...
Scooby-Doo, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I also picked that story because like it said black orb, and honestly like my brother saw a black orb in his room.
Oh yeah, you told me that story.
My two brothers saw one. So this is what happened.
Okay.
Thank you, brother, for letting me tell this story without actually giving me permission, but I'm telling it anyway. So anyways, what happened was, from what I remember, he was sleeping. Like, he wasn't fully asleep, but he said that he could feel something sitting at the edge of his bed.
Right.
And then he didn't think nothing of it until it got up, and he was like confused. And so he started like pressing his feet down, thinking maybe that's him. And he's like, "Okay, no, that's not the same. It was not me." We had this black cat, and she was like, you can hear her. She would always run around the floor at night, and he heard her run across the floor above him. So he followed her footsteps, and when he looked forward at where his TV was, he just saw this big black orb. And at the time, him and my little brother shared a room, and he leaped from his bed all the way to my little brother's bed and like woke him up. He was like, "Wake up, wake up, wake up." And the thing moved, whatever it was. He said it moved from in front of the TV to in front of their dressers. And my little brother woke up, and my older brother was like, "Do you see that?" And my brother was like, what is that? And he's like, I see that, like, and they were freaking out. They were screaming. My little brother's like, turn the light on. They flick on the light, and it disappears. It's just gone. And then nobody heard them screaming. I just remember me and my sister waking up to, like, them talking to, like, my mom. And we were like, what's going on? So we go in, and they tell us the story. And they're like, that all just happened? They're like, yes, you didn't hear us screaming? And we were just like, no, we didn't. But from then, they never slept in the room ever again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But then everybody forgot about it later on. And then it was fine. Everything's good.
Huh. That's pretty freaking creepy, to be honest. Like, if that happened to me, like, today, I don't even know what I'd do. Like, I'd probably have to check into a mental institution because I wouldn't be able to function after that.
I think you'd be pretty okay.
I don't know. I get terrified really easily. It's interesting when people say, oh, this kind of stuff don't exist, but, like...
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does, because maybe you haven't been, like, immersed in it. You haven't lived through it.
Yeah.
But for other people, it's, like, their everyday,
It's every day, bro.
So that's pretty much it for this video. If you've ever had a creepy encounter, I would love to hear it in the comment section. Like, definitely reading, definitely responding if anyone cares to write a story.
Right?
Maybe in the future. But honestly, I would definitely 100% read it. I definitely believe in this kind of stuff.
I do.
Nothing's ever happened to me, but I believe it.
10%.
Yeah.
You don't think it's real? I respect your opinion, but I highly disagree.
Yes, same. So,
okay, as you know, I'm Nikita.
I'm Sarah, and you're watching Disney Channel. No. That was pretty much it for this video. If you like it, don't forget to subscribe.
Hit the like button.
Comment.
Give me like, please. Hit the like. Say it.
Say it now.
I'll kill you.
Hit the like button, comment down below, and we'll catch you in our next video.
And hopefully, more ghost stories.
Yes, more ghost stories.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, we need to cover it. Ready? And should we do all 4 of our hands?
No, that's kind of scary. Like,
it's perfect. It's Halloween.
The sound effect, though.
Wait, let's do it one more time so we can make the screen go back.
Okay.
Deuces.